Welcome to your introduction to the third Create with Code Challenge mini project. We're going to try to debug or fix the issues with this balloon game. When you first open up your Challenge 3 scene, you might not be able to see this inside of the scene, but hold Option down, rotate the scene here, and you should be able to see that on the front you have a bomb, $sign, and a balloon, and in the background. And the intent of this game is that the player is the balloon, and they will use the space bar to float through this space. And these objects, the money and the bombs, are going to spawn randomly. So they're trying to collect the money and then avoid the bombs. But as I'm about to show you, there's a lot of problems with this program. So first, I'm using the spacebar, but nothing's happening. So let's talk about what's going on right now in the scene. Currently in the game, you can't see the balloon because the balloon is at the bottom of the ground. If I'm pressing spacebar, I'm not getting anything out of this. So you should make the balloon float up with the spacebar. This is the first thing we might want to fix. The background also should move at the start of the game and not when the game is over. And it's kind of, even when it does restart, so you want to fix that so this it moves to give the illusion of movement only during the gameplay. But even when it does restart, it's kind of not moving the right distance back over. So you need to fix that distance so that it moves seamlessly as well. You can see that the spawner isn't working. I'm not seeing any objects spawning from the right hand side, referring to the coinage or the bomb icon. So you need to fix that as well. I'm going to press play again, and I want to pay attention to where when the balloon was destroyed, it had a particle effect, like a fireworks, I think. Let's see if you notice anything weird about that. Oh, see right there, when that firework happens, so let me pause it. You can see that it occurred over here. So that particle effect is not in the right location. So see if you can figure out how to move that where the balloon's position is. The last two things I would like you to try to fix is, currently there's nothing stopping the player from spamming the space bar. Once you get that fixed, you'll notice that they'll be able to go high above the screen. So I'd like for you to make a check to see if they are still below a certain height and make that a barrier to them going above. So I want you to do it in script. Don't put anything above them like a physical object. See if you can make it so that using the script they can't go above a certain height. And then the last thing is, when you're playing the game, if they go below the bottom, make it so that they get a force that pushes them back up a little bit, like they're bouncing off the ground, and have a small sound effect. I'm going to show you what that looks like in the video right after this. But there's a bunch of things to solve here, and I'm going to wish you good luck in solving all these problems. So here's a quick preview of what the game is intended to look like. Just like it looks like in the normal scene, you can have this money and the bomb in the scene, but I'm going to actually deactivate them. So you shouldn't start off with those in the scene. But when you press play, you should be able to use the space bar to cause your balloon to float. If I hit the ground, you should hear sound, and you can see in the scene here, it's gently knocking my player up. And you can add more force if you want to. When I hit the coins, I get the little fireworks thing on my player. The background is moving smoothly. Now, I did set a check. Let me zoom out here a little bit. So I can go above the top of the screen, which isn't optimal. Oh, if the game is over, you'll see that the background starts moving, and the player, even though they're touching the ground, they're not bumping up. So those are two things I wanted you to try to do. But I wanted to point out that I did set a check to see if I go above this height here. So even though my player can go above it, which isn't optimal, what I wanted to really see you do, if you can see if you can set up a check for that, so I can go above it. But once I get above it, I can't press the spacebar anymore. So I'm spamming spacebar, and even though I go above, I can't fly higher than that. I can't carry myself more than momentum would carry me. Anyways, that's what the game is intended to look like. So good luck.